Hello, everybody, and welcome to another episode of Rollquests.
Oh! I'm not howling.
That's not something I thought we were going to get today. Welcome to the episode of Rollquests, and the wolves are welcome, clearly. I can hear dogs out in the street now that are responding to it.
Yeah, please don't. You're setting my puppy off.
Okay. So, at the end of last episode...
That's my puppy, not your puppy.
Okay, who's fed him?
Clearly, people have way too much energy. I'll have to kill off a few characters.
Whoa, what?
What?
Hang on.
What?
Hang on. How do we get from Emrys howling to having to kill Emrys and Rhiv?
That's fine.
No, it's not.
It's only fair, Rhiv.
It is only fair.
What?
You're the thief of the party. What do you expect?
Well, it's something about screw you, I'm out of this tomb.
Anyway, end of last session, everybody. We ended up, you all went, did a little bit of shopping, and you went to the pub, got yourself some breakfast. Emrys had an orb, which clearly he's off to get something.
Forgotten. He's got to go get the orb.
All right. Or a hat.
And Ash had an urn.
I've still got the possibly metal urn. I'm not too sure. I have no idea what it's made from.
Correct. And you were all just going to have your morning breakfast.
Mid-morning,
however, clearly Emrys has other plans. He is back. Oh, he's gone for a sailor's hat, a pirate cap.
Oh, I thought that.
I
told you he was going to get the fizz wrap.
It's the wrong colour.
It's the wrong colour.
But you
light is the only colour it'll be soon.
You can have an extra plus 10 experience points for bringing an orb to the party. Although I'm not giving you guys experience points, I'm using milestone XP. So hey, you can have them anyway.
Yeah,
That
thanks
means
for that.
hang on.
I'm underwhelmed. I'm so underwhelmed. Thank you very much.
One XP you gave him episodes ago, that means he's on 11 more than the rest of us. That's unfair.
Well, it is, I know. It's completely unfair.
And if you keep doing this, you'll end up being a level ahead of us in about 15,000 episodes.
Exactly.
God, no, it's not going on that long.
Right. Man. Okay. So, you are all in the tavern. Over to you.
So, thank you, Bacon. So our plan then is to take the booze back to the actual tavern, the broken or the bent nail, and then deliver the message and slay everybody that doesn't tell us what we want to know.
And keeping certain, slay everything.
They killed my clan members.
This is a bad thing.
This does need a bit more subtlety, I think.
Please, they killed my clan members, kidnapped me.
I understand.
So they everybody I know has either been sold into slavery or killed that was on my party.
But if we go in there, bull in the china shop, then we're liable to end up in the same way.
Be smart,
Need to be a little bit more subtle, Ash. That way, we'll succeed. Don't worry. Once we finish turning the key, I'll be more than happy to pull the key and let you go.
Good, because I don't do subtle.
No, we've noticed.
As I said, no. I think we need to get answers.
Yes, answers you will get when you question people, not when you slice their heads off.
I mean, you can probably get answers if you slice some heads off.
Yes, some.
See,
not slaughter them.
It's the art of negotiation.
Hang on. Slaughter all was the words I was interrupting. I think you'll remember. If you'd like to step back a little. That doesn't get us anywhere.
I think I do have to agree, unfortunately, with Emrys. If only because we don't know how many we're dealing with. We don't want to run in and just get, killed horribly.
I'd like to point out it wasn't considering running in. I was considering picking them off one by one. Guerrilla tactics, slaying them, leaving their corpses strewn about the town until they give us the answers that we require. Leave them fearful of us.
Has anybody got a teddy bear you can cuddle?
Or a pint of bog mog. One for the big guy.
One, yeah. One pin.
Oh, and I'll have one as
So,
well.
a more appropriate question is, when are we heading out? This afternoon? Travel as far as we can, set up camp this evening, and then finish the rest of the journey, because it's about a day and a half? Or are we going to wait till tomorrow morning and push and try and get there in one day?
Let's go this evening. Gives us a chance to maybe
This
cool
afternoon.
down. This afternoon, yes. Gives me a chance to cool down, possibly get out of this slaying rage that I feel for these people.
You also know that with your unladen wagon, you couldn't possibly get here in one day. With a laden wagon, no, you're going to be lucky to do it under 2.
I remember that's where it was last time.
Yeah, it was, wasn't it? Is that 2 nights out?
You
Or-
could probably get
or
there
one night
during
out.
dark on the
Okay,
second
so would
time.
would it be better to travel in the morning?
Yes. Otherwise, you would
So
be 2
one-
nights out.
2 full days there and only 1 night out. And
I'm
actually,
okay with
stop
either.
at that same place, couldn't we? That we stopped at previously.
Yeah,
Indeed.
it's just when you get there, if you do it that way, you would be arriving in Billtown in the dark, yeah? So it's up to you.
Whereas
You
if
have-
we
you have to
go
think
this
about-
afternoon, we arrive in Baletown mid-afternoon, day after tomorrow.
But arriving in the dark.
You're a wrong one. But I like you.
Okay.
I am slow to anger, but my anger is fierce.
The brass nail would probably be closed when you get there if it's that time. The inn part might not be, but the actual tavern would be.
Yeah, we could always come around the back there, though, couldn't we? So that and give him a little
Let us go.
tap, tap, tap.
The back was into the access of where the stables were. They would be closed at night.
Let us go to when we can
Well,
easily access it.
I can open them for us
Yeah,
temporarily.
haven't we got a rib?
But we might have a Riv.
I
but
think
we
you'll
also
find
We
have-
don't
And,
really want to break into the place where... What is this, like reverse burglary? Hello, we've broken in. Have some beer. We're off.
It's just
I think
nice to
delivering
be surreptitious. The less people who know that we're there, the better, perhaps, to start with, until we're
ostensibly
sure
we
of
must look
ourselves.
like
And-
a delivery service.
considering we've got a dirty, stinking thief on our side. It would only seem fair.
There's no way to talk about Ash.
Thank you. I thank you for defending me, Traeth. That's most appreciated.
Yeah. Just because you took the money out of the pockets of the people you didn't kill.
I didn't take them out the pockets. We stole their purses.
Cut their legs off to get at their purses. Come on.
No, they're
Anyway,
archers.
the question still stands. Leave this afternoon, we arrive there afternoon, day after tomorrow, or leave tomorrow morning, we arrive there the night, the day after tomorrow.
All right, in the middle of the day. Means we can do more.
Indeed.
So we're off this
I'm game.
afternoon then.
Either way,
Okay.
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
What we need to do then is get the wagon back from the stables, take it over to the brewery, load
Get
it
the
up,
bog mog.
get the
and
bog
away
mog,
we
and then
go.
away.
Have
I
we
would
picked up
have to say-
our
Sorry, go on.
skins, gentlemen and
Yes.
lady?
We just
we
haven't
did-
decided
Have we
what to
picked
do.
up all
Cloaks.
Oh yeah.
I can work on
Might
some
be
of that
worth
whilst
getting
we're
those
traveling in the wagon, if you want. I'm fairly good at leather working.
Although the idea of Rhiv in a full snakeskin suit.
fairly good. at
Wouldn't we need
leatherworking.
to dye it like shades of dark green and
You would need
Dark,
a
dark green.
tailor, really, but it depends what you're going to try and make with it.
I was
Nice
thinking
and
of like a
different.
Riv-shaped housing pouch.
A
Posing pouch?
pousing pouch. Do you mean a posing pouch?
Yes, made of
I
snake
quite
skin.
like the
because
idea of a posing poach.
it used to be on a large anaconda. Now it's on a tiny little corn snake.
That's what she said.
Oh, it's pick on Riv Day.
Nasty.
It's always pick on Rhiv Day.
Is there enough to make 5 cloaks, or is it like sacks or boots, or could it make a full set of Riv armor?
No, I did. I'll have to.
I don't think it's
pull it
enough
up.
to make a
There-
set of
there,
armor.
There were several long, big pieces
Yeah,
there,
there's some good. There was quite
I-
more than we anticipated, actually, wasn't there?
but there wasn't
Yeah.
that many real long pieces to have like all of you have a cloak. I'll have to check the
I-
exact things,
I-
but there
I
was enough
wanted
there
some
for
boots.
some cloaks and some
I
small
want
pieces.
some boots. I was going to have a set of boots.
Snakeskin boots, eh?
Oh yes, please.
How many
Snakeskin braces won't be that useful, but
No.
Boots can do. We just need some hard leather for the soles.
Shouldn't be a problem. But how many cloaks and a pair of boots? How many cloaks can be made out of that? Can we get them to make them here? Are we coming back? I'd like to. We have what do we call it? A base of operations.
I think we will be.
Excellent.
A report.
I like this place.
And a house.
It allows me to be
So we
me.
decided we're going. So we move the wagon over to be loaded
We can do that. That's going to
at
be
the brewery.
at the brewery. But as I said,
and get everything you
if
need
we can get them to make
travel.
them for us, and then hopefully they might have something for us when we come back.
Exactly.
How many cloaks? A pair of boots. How many cloaks can it make? If a pair of boots and a pair and some cloaks, how many?
You'd have to have a look and take it to a tailor's, to be honest, for them to actually give you a decent check.
Is there somebody who can do that here? We don't know, do we?
There are tailors here, yes.
Well, no, I mean, I say cloaks. I would like a cloak, but if not, I don't worry too much. What do people want? Made of snake skin.
I'm not fussed, so if there's anything coming from me, it's not a bother.
Would you prefer some sort of leafy robe?
I need it. I'll grow it.
That's disturbing. Is there enough to make a suit of armor for Rhiv? Because he appears to be woefully squishy.
If I'm not running around, with your sorts of armaments.
No idea.
In that case, let us hoe to the Felden Jacks and see about the beer and his message.
Okay.
I will happily deliver the message.
Right. Yeah, that's fine. I've got a little. I got a little something I want to do.
Have we got the crossbow for you yet?
Yes.
Yes. Yeah, so he said at some point he will actually be improving the crossbow. He's working on some plans, shall we say.
I mean,
excellent.
I've only really got the crossbow because I'd rather not get cut in half.
That's a good idea. You are likely to get cut in half. You are squishy.
I mean, comparatively, yeah. But I wouldn't say I'm particularly frail or...
Oh, no.
Anything
I am not denigrating your abilities in combat, Rhiv. What I am saying is that if somebody was to shove a knife in you, you would die.
That's pretty much true of everyone.
Yeah, I have to agree with Traeth.
I look down at my hardened black armor. Really?
I reckon if you weren't looking, I could get a good shot in.
Oh, that sounds like a challenge.
I'd rather not, because you'd cut me in half.
Gentlemen.
There we go. And that's what I'm saying.
Yeah, fair. Drink, food, get more drink, and leave, right?
Okay, yeah, you've all eaten, you've all had your morning food, you're all fine.
Yeah. Right,
Lumi.
Sorry. Go ahead.
No, you go.
Okay. I was going to say, whilst these guys are going and, getting the bog mog, getting the cart, and the horses and all the rest of it, I want to go very quickly back to the shop. I want to buy parchment, pen, and ink, and quickly write a note. Before I actually go any further than that, do we have a lock on the door of our house?
No, but you can buy one in the shop.
Yes,
I
we
don't.
do.
No.
I've got keys if you want them. Because I bought the padlock from the shop.
There you go.
Did you actually put a padlock on it, though?
I can if you want me to.
No, I don't want it. Okay,
Do you want my lock? Okay.
Nope.
We have people at the house.
That's not the point.
Yeah,
I have a lock and keys.
So I'm going to write a note, and I'll send you the details on it later turn. And I'll also leave 5 gold sovereigns on the table with this note, and then I'll return to the party. All right.
Okay, so that's fine. So you all head off now to Felden Jacks?
Yep.
Indeed.
Brilliant. Okay. You get to Felden Jacks. He opens the door. Well, the brewery. Are you going to Felden Jack's house or are you going to the brewery?
Where's he likely to be? Oh no, he said
we need to get the 3 barrels first. So
Well, when you get your wagon, sorry to interrupt there, so when you get your wagon, you realise you've got 4 barrels on the back.
Okay, we're getting 4 barrels then.
4 barrels then.
We were going to get 3 and give them an empty one and say they ran out.
No, we need 4 candles. 4.
4 candles.
4 candles.
Okay.
Second item on the list then, 4 candles.
Yeah, okay.
Where are we going to get beer from? The brewery.
Feldon Jacks is closer. From where
it's
actually...
next door.
Exactly. So we'll go... No, I mean, the brewery isn't. The brewery's across the road.
No,
Feldon Jacks... Yes, it is. Governor Feldon Jack's militia building's right in the middle of the town.
No,
that's... Jack Family Home is there.
Yes.
Yeah, connected.
Yeah.
That's
the armory. That's like the militia building, that like the governance building.
Oh, right, got you. In that case,
and he can escort us and get us our free beer.
Well, I can't see a way to get into the brewery because it's all like kind of.
It's on the other side. It's
going to be on the far side,
on the front, on the road side.
We'll knock on Feldon Jack's home first.
Okay, you're going to knock on his house. Okay. The door is answered by one of his manservants in full armor.
That's not a manservant, mate.
I know. Yes. How could I help? Oh, I know you. I've heard of you. You want to see Feldon?
Indeed,
yes,
my good man.
I'll get
for him. We are here.
I'll get him now. And with that, he slams the door in your face, and you hear some footsteps walk off.
It would be very disappointing if that door was to damage itself in the frame.
What a nice chap he was.
Makes all his own dresses.
No. If the wood was to warp and twist,
the door opens. Hello. Yes. I was not expecting you. Oh, please come in. Well, not this particular time, clearly. Oh, please come in.
Hi.
He invites you in to his. It's nice. I mean, it's nice within the limits you think of a place like this could be nice. It's built well. It's got probably the best furnishings in town, or could have been bought in, but it's still not. It's not luxurious, if you get what I mean. Lumi comes from a place that they know what luxury looks like. This is not luxury under any
luxury.
But it's made out of ice. Because let it go.
Stop! You just stop that. I'm sick to death of that song. I've got twin grandchildren.
I do apologize. Trademark, everything. There was not 10 seconds of the song. Please do not copyright this.
No copyright strikes, please.
Okay, so so he invites you inside and invites you to sit down at a nice table with some padded chairs.
What a lovely place you have.
Oh, thank you very much, Lumi. It's nice of you to say so. You are welcome here anytime you wish. And how can I help you all? You come for the letter?
Indeed.
Oh, that would be great, thank you.
And the beer.
I thought it was 3 heads in a sack.
Yes. Well, funnily enough, do you mind carrying 3 heads in a sack?
Not in the least.
Oh, wonderful.
The least I have carried.
Then, if you could take 3 heads in a sack and a letter from myself.
Give that to Emrys.
Okay.
Thank you very much.
The letter is to Hagen himself, so please make sure that Hagen gets the letter.
Hagen the Horrible?
Oh, indeed.
And the package?
No, Hagen Red Eye, the person who owns the town.
Hagen Red Eye, we're delivering to direct.
Yes, they probably won't let you get to him without you showing the seal on the letter from myself. Otherwise, yes, they would probably stop you.
Direct access, you say to him.
No,
and I look to the others.
No, Ash.
But
Ash, we'll discuss this later. Okay.
Okay.
You are very excitable, aren't you?
And
sulking now.
3 barrels I've got already put aside for you to take.
We need a 4th.
Can we buy a 4th, please?
You can have a 4th.
No, pay money for it.
It's no, the normal sale price I would charge would be about 5 gold, but it only costs me about 2 gold. It's fine, 2 gold. It's no problem. You can have another barrel. It's fine.
Thank you so much.
You are a very nice man.
And you are very nice citizens of Tugton.
We are indeed.
Guardians of Tugton, may I say so. I know you will be away, but we will make sure that your home is well looked after, and hopefully you will return soon.
Just can I ask you a quick question? This seems a bit strange. I looked to the others. Sorry about this. You do realise there is a large settlement of frog people, less than a few hours away from here, don't you?
Of course, yes.
Oh, that's fair enough. I just wanted to know. It's been preying on my mind. Sorry about that.
Oh, there are plenty of things that live in the swamp that keep to the swamp. There's more than just frog folk in the swamp, But they tend to keep to themselves, and we keep to ourselves, and everything's fine. They don't usually come and attack us. It's not. No. That was a very strange event,
Well, we realise that, and we have dealt with that. But thank you very much for answering my curiosity. I look to the others again. Sorry about that.
And the fact that you've decided to take a residence next to where there was historically that giant snake attack, fantastic, wonderful.
We thought it best.
Very, very happy to have you defending the flanks of our town against strange things from the swamp.
I always look after strange flanks.
Fantastic. Oh, is there anything else I could do for you?
I killed that conversation, didn't I?
Quite dead.
Yep, pretty much so.
And it's very nice to see you, Ash, in all of your clothes.
He looks better without them.
Shall we get the beer, ladies and gentlemen? Thank you for your time.
Of course. Do you need anything to eat? Are you okay?
Yes, suitably supplied.
Oh, okay. He takes you then into the brewery side, where he says to one of you, if you want to bring your wagon around the front, he'll arrange to get some people to load it up.
Who's our wagon driver, by the way?
I think I was sat up front.
Yeah, I think Rhiv is the one who can drive wagons.
Rhiv or Ash?
I don't believe any of you is skilled. It's just the fact that you're skilled enough to point it in a direction. If you had to do anything clever, you would have problems.
What would the skill be?
It's got 4 barrels of beer going to be on it. Let's hope we don't have to do anything clever. Because whatever it is, it's going to be clever slowly.
Exactly. So I don't think it's going to be any issue. But
would the skill be drive wagon?
Yes.
Or handle animal?
Handle animal is going to help. It'll help keep your horses that you have basically
in tow.
Yeah, from doing anything to and toward if they get spooked.
Would riding help in any way?
If you were actually to get on one of the horses and try and steer them that way, then that would work.
Unfortunately, the creatures that I'm used to tend to be a lot larger and a lot more armored.
It's fine. Unless you were deciding to go into some kind of wagon race or across crazy terrain or anything, fight animals with putting spikes on the wheels of a wagon, anything strange, then you're going to be fine.
Dukes of Tugton.
I think I need to start pulling some ears. Just
looks like those Tugton boys are in some trouble now.
Okay. You're fine. So you leave the brewery with 4 large barrels of bog mug.
Hooray! Party on, Rhiv!
More than Rhiv could drink.
Let's go home.
Give me time.
Okay.
That sounds like a challenge.
He's looking at the orb.
Oh, that is a challenge.
I'll sit up front with whoever's driving and just potter.
But give me a few moments to go over to the general supplies. What we don't actually have is anything resembling food for the travel. Rhiv. Coin.
Yeah.
Coin.
Nature is all around us.
Oh, how much?
I occasionally like bacon. Some.
Just find some.
A few silver would be enough.
A few. Give me a handful of silver.
A silver each.
Hand him.
I know that. Just give me a handful of silver.
Ration packs.
Yeah.
if you're just talking 2 days rations, you'll probably just take some oats or some porridge and some other bits and pieces, some hardtack,
bacon.
and you're going to be fine.
Yes, porridge is good. Bacon's good too.
Got to be bacon. I actually
Eggs,
quite like
eggs
bacon
would be
in it.
good
Exactly.
too.
So basically, how much is
Basket of
usual
eggs.
for, like fresh rations for a trip?
Yeah, because this is fresh stuff, then you're probably talking maybe, because it's cheaper by the bulk, so 5 silver, you're going to get some veg,
2
you're
dozen
going to get
eggs.
some eggs, yeah, you're going to get a bunch of bits and pieces for 5 silver.
Ration.
I actually do
switch
that.
it then.
A handful, 5 silver now.
Easy. All right. I'll hand the 5 silver.
Wait, I've seen this. If you turn him upside down and shake him, money just keeps falling out.
I'd rather not.
Hey.
It works very well.
Don't even try that.
It will require.
I can do it without. I can do it without hands if you like.
I will require each day one person to make a cooking roll though, because you're making basically a meal for 5 twice, yeah, out of what you have.
I happen
They're
to
not
know
travel
this is-
rations.
I know this is Rolemaster. Is there a cooking skill?
Yes.
Of course, there's a cooking skill.
Does anyone have it?
I'm
Yes.
looking now. You've got to do
Traeth
it,
has it.
Traeth.
Yes.
Trace said you can cook.
God.
There you go.
There we
Job
go.
done.
I got foraging.
I have that as well. As I said, nature will provide.
It's time for our herb lesson. Gathering with Traeth.
I go and get 5 silvers worth of fresh stuff, load it onto the wagon, and off we haul our asses.
No worries.
After all,
go
you
gathering
can
herbs.
probably walk faster
Herbs
than the
with
horses can
herbs
pull a
with
wagon laden
Go
with
gathering
800
herbs with
pints
Yes.
of
Gathering
bog
in the
mog.
I'm
morning.
walking it, mate. I'm not flipping getting on that wagon. That's not a rhino.
Yep, that's fine. So you head off back towards
Are you
Baletown.
lucid? Ash, are you lucid?
No, what I'm saying, you don't know my tribe, do you? This is on the walk. This is no my clan. We ride rhinos.
I'm sat up at the front there, just looking at you.
No, seriously, you don't know.
Shake my head a little bit.
You don't know my clan,
There
do
we
you?
go.
No, we're I say the Northern Barbarians. They call us barbarians. We're not really. We do have homes.
I wonder why.
No, we do have homes and everything. We've got long houses and we have settlements and the like. I mean, my long house, the long house at my clan is made from some interesting material, shall we say? And I tap my armor.
Do you wear dresses?
No, but kilts are a thing.
Ah, you wear dresses then too.
No, that's a strange thing. But what I'm saying is the beasts that we ride, I don't, because I'm just a fighter of our part. I am not a warrior of my clan. I am a fighter of my clan. That makes sense? Although I can ride, the warriors, they're allowed to wear the braid and they're allowed to wear the colours. I am just a fighter. But they ride into battle on rhinos, big thing, armoured, horn.
Yes.
That's what they ride into battle.
I know, but we're on a wagon with some beer.
Yes, and that's why I'm not riding on the bloody wagon.
Excellent.
Because when you hit a rhino, you have to hit hard.
I don't want to hit a rhino in this beer wagon. Okay.
What I'm saying is, if I hit the horse,
comparative rhinology.
What I'm saying is, if I hit the horse as hard as I would normally hit the rhino, we're not going to have a horse.
Yes.
Whoa, mule springs
Please
to
do not go near the horse.
That's why I'm walking
Please
by
don't
the side.
need to hit the horse.
I know.
Horse is happy. Horse is pulling wagon.
Yes, but you have to hit a bloody rhino to get it in the right
I know.
direction.
I know. I understand you are into rhinos.
I'm
What
not
you do
into
on your
rhinos.
weekends away with rhinos is entirely up to you.
This is, by the way, this is while we're walking. This is our
Yeah,
companion.
That's fine. I'm going to cut
Yeah.
in at this point and
Have you
ask
got
a
to do the
serious
clip-clop?
question,
Yes.
which is, this is your moment where you can tell me if there's something that you have on your person that you do not wish to take to this town.
Ooh.
Ooh, that's a leading bloody question, isn't it?
Oh
Has
god.
anybody got
I
stuff
know.
they would not like to take to Baletown and get robbed of us?
Well, I'm currently wearing armor that they'll know. But I'm not bloody taking it off.
It's not actually that
I'm
much on me,
wearing
but
a dead man's leathers, but hey.
That's
Like
a
carrying-
you are, aren't you?
You're actually
carrying-
wearing the colours of the red eye
Yeah,
guy.
you are.
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah, you
Take
need
that
to make
off.
sure those are off.
We should take them off.
Ah.
I have leather working.
Yes.
I assume the colours are patches on the leather.
You could
standard
try and
with
alter the stylization of it over the next 2 days. Yes, you can.
I have.
Or I can just take the arms off the leather or whatever.
As I say, you can alter the
colour.
stylization of it. To...
Turn it into a little cap.
I'm not overly worried. It
A
doesn't
brooch.
particularly bother me wearing the leather. It just happened to be clothes.
No, but they are the Red Eyes clothes.
I'm
and
happy
they
to
look-
just. I can
We
just
might
put
put two
the
and two
clothes that Lumi
together with
bought me on.
those that disappeared when we left.
I can just put.
I think that's a good
clothes that
idea.
Lumi bought me on.
And Lumi bought you some nice clothes, I think.
Yeah, decent clothes.
Excellent. Yes, that would be a good idea, Traeth.
And you leave your armor at
Yeah.
Tugton?
And in the house.
Doesn't bother me. Yeah,
Okay.
unless
Any-
Rhiv wants it. He's more
No.
likely to be able to fit in as a member of the gang, or to blend in, or make them think he is one.
Deception. Cunning.
Yes.
No, see,
No.
I reckon it's not large enough a place that I'd be able to just wander around and pretend to be
Think
one. I figure they
They
know their
all
own,
know each other. I think.
Good idea.
and they
So they
wouldn't
know
know
if
me.
So
If
they
he
know
just
anybody
turns
went
rocks up
missing.
at the campfire, goes, "Hi guys," they're all going to go, "Who are you?
Yeah. And what are you wearing?
Where did you get that?"
What are you wearing Fred's armor?
Yeah, it's got in his back of his shirt. It'll say Fred.
It says Disco Stew on the back, but I assume that was just because he ran out of studs.
Please never name a corpse. That way you think of their families.
So, excuse me.
Some issues. We need to talk.
Equipment-wise, besides the clothing, anybody else have any objects on them that they wish to leave behind? Because you can't just be pulling stuff out of your backpack unless you're saying basically it's with you.
I have some.
Emrys,
I
would you
might
like
have
me
a
to
few
leave the urn?
books.
Emrys, would you like me to leave the urn behind? Would you?
I
the,
would.
the urn, yeah,
I
because
would.
I'm not going to carry a honking great huge urn with me.
Okay, the urn is staying behind.
Yep.
Anything else staying behind? Like all the different funny books that you've picked up. And
The books are in the bag.
I know, just checking. Are
Yeah,
they all
but
with
there's-
you?
there's
Leave the
certain-
books,
Yeah?
leave the books in the bag.
Can you leave the Book of Unspeakable Evil behind?
Have we got such a book?
2 of them.
Yes. And,
Both
and
of Unspeakable Evil, are they?
well,
Yeah,
and-
it's a generic term, not a specific title.
and like the book beyond the ken, was it Knowledge Beyond the Ken of Man, Part 1?
Only part 1. I
Only
think
part
part
one.
2 and 3 are in there as well.
It's a
Okay.
13-part volume with 17 books in it.
I
And
will
the play.
say though, if we're leaving the armor behind, I'm just going to try and find a spot in the house to actually just hide it.
You've got NPCs that'll be guarding your house.
Let's give it to
and-
the NPCs
Okay,
to
and
yeah,
look
that's
after.
fine. I
Felden
just
will.
don't want it in the actual house.
Okay, that's fine. Not a problem.
I think we should put the urn and the really bad books together on a table.
with Do Not
Please-
Steal.
Please steal,
Yeah. Is that,
but read
let's
first.
just leave them where they are for now,
That's
Okay.
what it said.
in this
The orb?
quite secure bag of strangeness.
He's taking that with him. Do you think he's
I
detaching?
seem to be fiddling with it and looking
That's
at it
fine.
while we're riding
Okay.
along.
And your necklaces, your
I was about to
special
say,
funky
um,
gems.
Taking
Lumi.
them.
I was about to say, would you actually like to carry both of them?
Oh yes.
Cool.
I trust.
Shiny.
I
Are
actually
they
would.
both necklaces? Is the one that Ash has as a necklace?
Yes, mine is a necklace as well.
You can wear both. It's not a problem.
I'll wear them both.
I trust you, obviously.
Okay. You carry on. Okay, you head out through the day, and as I usually do, I'm going to allow Traeth to have a
Yay!
Yes, we go
I'm
hunting
actually-
herbs with Traeth. Herbs.
Can I assist him, please?
Yeah, it's what we do.
Yes, everybody who has a herb law can roll herb law, and then I'll start making decisions. All that's going to basically do is just tell me. Well, actually, I don't want a herb law. What I want is one person to roll 3 percentages first, so I know what's in the area, and then you can do your herb law rolls.
Seeing as you're the Herbie, should we roll?
61, 19, and 44.
There you go.
61,
I learned
19, and 41. 61.
Anybody who wants to do Herblore with Traeth will literally train Herblore people as we're trotting along. Like, what I was planning on doing was training people in edibles. So foraging,
foraging as
stuff
well.
that we can use to pick up to bulk out the supplies.
Yeah, that's fine.
Foraging and herblore.
In that case, I won't do herblore. I'll do foraging because I have foraging. So
that's fine. Okay,
I'll just take people through it.
Can we have a foraging off Ash? Can we have a herblore? All those people that are trying to identify particular plants that could be, because you got to remember these herbs are not normal herbs.
Wow,
they're enchanted herbs. Yeah, they're
149, wrote Tony.
Nice,
absolutely amazing.
My foraging was 98.
And you'll want a foraging from me as well, I presume, at some point.
Those who are foraging, I can see a herblore from Emrys is 68.
Nice.
And a 95. Traeth, so is that a forage, that next one? Because it says it's for you for herbs, but that's a forage.
So there's pulling his herb, he begins to prepare them for use, which is 149 on the herblore.
Yep.
And the foraging is 95, and then obviously Ash had a foraging at 98.
98, yes, that's fine.
And
so
Lumi is living in the lap of luxury, and Riv's a lazy bastard.
No, I'm learning. I'm like following Traeth around, like.
Well, someone's going to stay with the wagon.
So let's just
to be fair, it's mostly walking alongside the horse at this point, and even then you have to slow yourself down.
Yeah. So let me just cover this. So on a 98 and a 95 foraging, you don't manage to bring in any big game on those numbers, but you do manage to find some various pieces of vegetable or mushroom or berries and things like that on the sides of the road.
Mushrooms,
that you know are edible, they're not dangerous, and you think, yeah, we're gonna get some blackberry and some of the
this mushroom bad, this mushroom good. Often found next to each other. Know the difference.
Okay, as far as the herblords go, and looking at the things that were in your area, how many ranks in herblore do you have, Emrys? Because you made a herblore roll. How many boxes?
2, I do believe.
Okay. So on your roll, you don't identify anything that you think is anything more than just like a mint or a thyme or a parsley or something you can use for cooking, which is
always
foraging.
Useful to collect, though.
Yeah, but however, Traeth, you spot some nice flowers. They're called ether. You get 4 of those flowers. You know that they do something. You also find some sil mana, which is a stalk. You can get 3 of those.
I love the Welsh accent behind that pronunciation. Then.
Sorry, was that 3 Silmana or 4 Silmana?
3.
Okay.
And you find 10
Akbuche leaves.
J, wherever they are, leaves. Yeah.
I've got so many of those. I've started using
common.
them as basic flavouring for things.
Yes, they're everywhere. They are. They're not difficult things
they're
to find.
Taking drugs for flavouring.
Yeah.
As long as you know your herbs, and to be honest, Emrys actually stopped, looked at them for a moment, was about to say, yes, I've identified some, and then he just thought, maybe these aren't them, and then you come over and basically went, no, they are. Emrys was like, oh, damn, I almost had it right. Just so close. Okay.
What do you do?
Yes. Yeah, this is useful. We can use this. These are berries. These will go in with the porridge in the morning. And the do you want to know what the stuff these actual? So Akbuche leaves are basically healing. You chew on them when you're injured, and they will help you negate some of the pain and heal the tissue damage quicker. The ether is certainly a much more interesting one. Give me a second. I need to just make sure I've got the right one. Is it ether with an A, Tony?
It is. No, with an E. I can tell you what they are if you're not sure.
I was just looking and I couldn't find it in the list. That was all.
They help heal sprains. They heal sprains quite quickly. They're quite addictive though, so not necessarily the best thing to be using.
And the other one was the stalks, wasn't it? The Silmana.
Yeah.
Silmana stalk is it's another concussion healer. So, but it's actually no. No, that one goes into a different bag. That one does not go into the healing pouch.
You give that somebody for concussion damage, and they won't be very well.
No, that does not heal damage. That is stuff you do not chew.
What do you do with it?
You make it a powder and you give it to people you don't like.
Sounds fun.
Everyone's eyes just lit up.
Yeah, that sounds quite interesting to where we're going, doesn't it?
Yes, indeed.
It's mostly external damage. The powder, when you produce it, leaves it causes the skin to pucker and contract, split and cause lesions.
How delightfully painful.
Them on my gloves.
Most of you would be aware, actually, of Silmana. It's quite often sold as a silvery powder in some supply shops in town for scatting around the powder inside a building that has infestations of bugs. But you make sure you got gloves on. If it actually touches your skin, just like Traeth said, it's going to cause it to scar and hurt a lot.
Can I put them on my gloves and then I can punch people with them?
It has to be rendered down into a powder, and the powder it's not a paste.
It's E-burn, not ether. That's why. E-B-U-R. Okay. Eber flowers. Okay. Cool. I got the wrong word written down. That was what it was.
No worries. Okay.
You Lumi, are unpleasant. I like it.
Do not.
Just an idea, Ash.
I like
You're
it.
the one who held 3 people.
I helped. Rhiv shouts, sitting just sort of lazing back on the wagon.
Yes, you did, Rhiv. You helped indeed. Yes, you did.
They'd never have come out if I hadn't have.
I am going to
do again.
Hang on, he's gonna.
I'm going to
You
switch.
did
your
dirty,
views.
stinking thief things, of course.
Oh yeah.
I would not have been given the opportunity to slay them if he hadn't have drawn them out. He was cunning. His low cunning and animal instincts kicked in, and he was able to bring them to me.
Okay.
Interestingly enough, the Eber flowers, you could probably resell them to somebody who was, shall we say, a little bit shonky, as they are very addictive.
Shonky.
So they do actually work in terms of healing, but they're also one of those things that the more you take of them, the more you want of them.
Yeah.
Like
a craving. Okay, so on the map, you basically, where I've been pinging, you're going to have to camp down along that road somewhere.
That's
just
where
after.
we were last time, wasn't it? We
Yeah, same roughly.
Not that far along, closer to the the junction.
The fork, yeah.
We'll go just inside the tree line, I guess.
Yeah.
The easiest tree line to get to without getting too dark would be the ones originally on your left here, rather than trying to push up further into those, because it would definitely be dark by the time you did that.
Right.
Your best bet is to pull into the one on the left-hand side. Okay?
Presumably there's little areas off the road where people have pulled wagons and so on.
Yeah, you will, until it gets through the winters and some of the real bad rains and weathers, you're going to easily spot regular places where people pull over and rest up their horses, etc., and wagons. So, saying that, I need one of you can give me a weather roll, please.
Would you care to do this, Emrys?
You can't do a weather watch for the existing roll, but you can do a weather watch to know what the next day's weather is going to be. That's not a problem.
I don't know which of us is better at predicting the weather.
As many people who can predict the weather can try. You can all sit there in a campfire debating then.
I don't have weather watching.
I've got a good idea as to what it's going to be, but I'm not too sure.
I have sense ambush.
It's coming right for you.
Indeed.
Dragon law. Oh, no.
Stone law.
Get it right. It's Dargan.
Dargan law.
Dragon
Law.
law.
Dargan law.
It's got to be stone law. Got to be stone law.
I know what this
83.
guy is.
Rhiv, aren't we close to Baletown?
On an 83,
Yeah, kind of hoping
it is
to bring that
clear.
up.
83 on the chart is a nice, clear night. And anybody
I got
wants
a
to
95 for what's coming next.
Okay, so for what's coming next on a 95, I will allow you to
98.
roll to see what the weather is again for tomorrow.
92.
So tomorrow, you know it's going to be windy.
Strong breezes tomorrow.
No, it's not heavy, but it is going to be windy. It's not really going to hamper you that much. But if you were going to do anything like shoot arrows, etc., it would be potentially an issue.
Okay.
So as we move along this road, doesn't that take us close to? I know not directly, but doesn't that take us close to Blaketown and Riv's Doom and Riv's Doom?
It does. Riv's Doom is there, and you are currently.
Well, it was
here.
actually technically there.
Very true. The point of Riv's Doom was there, Riv's effect was there, and you are there.
And so, let's be honest, we've still got a couple of days before the death of all things reaches Tugton.
Yes, at this rate, because obviously, it hasn't got there yet, so it might take a little while before everybody on the whole planet is dead, yes. You're fine.
Yeah.
Riv's Doom. Excellent.
Riv's Doom. Okay, you pull up for the night. Can I
Is it a clear night?
I guess it is. Can I have a roll off you, please?
Any particular roll?
No, it's only off Emrys. I think he's the only person that has it.
Cheese roll.
What, just a roll, or do you want me to roll specifically something?
Well, there is specifically something, if you can remember what skill it is I wish you to roll. When you rolled the other night.
Look at this. Yes,
exactly.
Yeah, that's the one I was referring to.
A nice light dinner for everybody.
Is that a roll?
No, that's my cooking skill.
Woof.
No, it's not. We're not having rolls.
Fantastic.
Nice
So,
roll.
on 119 cooking, with the stuff you foraged today, you start to wonder why on earth you go to the inn for dinner when you can just get Traeth to cook, because that's really tasty.
This is lovely.
That's really nice.
I like the way you've managed to bring out the flavour in the bacon using the herbs.
Yes, the bacon moves the pack of wrapped bacon back behind his back so that nobody notices he hasn't opened it. Yes,
Yeah.
nice bacon.
Damn you, vegetarians. Damn you.
I'm not a vegetarian.
That's the wrong skill, Emrys.
Oh, sorry, it was the.
I'm not a vegetarian. I firmly believe
That was the last one I rolled.
Dead meat.
It's the Starry Night one.
I just like it nicely mushed down so I can get my feet into
No.
it.
Just no.
It's full of nutrients.
Exactly.
Astronomy. You should have an
no.
astronomy roll there, Craig. Emrys. Astronomy.
He is the only one with astronomy.
Yeah. If anybody's got navigation as a skill, you'll get a similar skill.
Heck no.
Okay. Anybody got astrology? It's pretty vague, but it's kind of there. You might tell somebody's star sign, but it's not really that helpful with stars themselves.
I'm a one-note man.
Okay, astronomy.
98.
98. That's pretty cool. It's not good news. You're pretty sure that one of the constellations is missing 2 of its stars.
Well, we lost the Kardashians.
Are these those outer ones?
A lot of the stars are fainter than they used to be, as you saw the other night, but you definitely can see a constellation whereby all the points, like 7 points of that constellation, should be bright and clear, but 2 of the points are just not there.
That normal?
No.
Has he told us?
Yes. I point. Things are amiss in an enormous way, my friends. suspected this for a while, but this really does confirm it.
And so, is this something Rhiv has done?
He's a good thief, that Rhiv.
Not
He
in
stole
his
the
code.
stars.
Just as well, it's the only thing I can do.
Wait. I know the
Not
answer
in-
to this one. And put them in your eyes.
Oh,
No.
No.
Although
keep
why you'd
them.
want stars for eyes, I don't quite grasp. But, you know, they'd be very bright and probably annoying.
No, I mean something a bit more like that. What was his name? Andros was talking about. Is this something that Rhiv has unleashed and has caused?
Did
there's
you
the
open the
cry
bottle
of a
of star
woman
destruction?
that echoes through the night. Carry on.
No.
Where does it come from?
Oh, there was that.
Yeah, that's not going to be something we're going to carry on with. We're going to stop and
You're
look
not
around.
sure. You just hear the cry of a woman echo on the air.
Seriously.
Reach for the sword and look around.
Mhm.
Crossbow up and loaded, and I'm looking around.
Can we get a direction of that sound?
Can we make a
If
perception
it
check? to
if it
find out
happens
where it was?
again, if it happens again while you're not all talking, you can get a perception check. That was just a general noise, not sure where it came from.
I'm going to say I'm going to say Andros again just to see if that causes it.
No. There's nothing in Rivers currently done.
Did everybody
Yes.
hear that cry then?
Yes, shut up.
Everybody give me a perception check.
I can't find my perception on my sheet. Does that mean I fail?
Yes.
On a 36, I
42.
can barely find my
Location
arse.
awareness.
I'll tell you if you can roll something else in a moment. First of all, I need everybody to do my general perception first.
142.
96.
Woo!
Okay.
Found it.
Twitchy.
102.
Traeth,
bro. Sorry.
Emrys, and Rhiv, while you're trying to get everybody else to be quiet so you can listen out for this cry, you can now, those three, if you have Sense Ambush or Sense Reality Warp, you can give me a roll. Those three that made that roll. You can talk to the others about it after you've attempted and passed or failed, and then they can also then maybe attempt.
I don't have Sense Ambush. I leave it for the ref to roll that skill. And he's got a list he ticks off.
I'm not in this occasion. I have a list for Sense Ambush.
113
I'm not
sense
rolling
reality.
it for that situation. I'm rolling it for another situation.
113 sense reality warp.
Very nice.
Location awareness.
That would be if a fight kicks off in the dark.
Do you know what? I don't
Okay, that's
have
fine.
either of those skills. So
That's
okay.
Is it dark?
So what you find is the hair sticks up on the back of the neck of Rhiv, Traeth, and Emrys. Slowly, maybe 10 or 20 seconds later, it'll happen on Ash and Lumi. But you three first, your shackles kind of give you a bit of something is not right. Emrys quickly sort of thinks there's something happening. It's not natural, and it's happening where you are. Something is yeah, go on, Emrys. Go on.
Sorry.
He's dying. He's
It's
cutting
okay.
himself
It's
to
fine.
death.
No worries, Emrys. It's not a problem.
I took a surfboard to the ribs on the weekend and I just coughed and bloody hell.
Not a problem. Give
You know what?
yourself a moment.
Exercise is dangerous.
When you're ready, we'll carry on.
We can cut this bit.
Yeah, we will. We will. Just get yourself ready, and I'll just re-say what I said. It's not a problem.
Sorry, Tone.
No, that's fine. Right. Okay. So, Rhiv, Emrys, and Traeth, the shackles on the back of your neck kind of go up, and you think, "Ooh, something strange is happening right now." A few moments later, maybe half a minute later, say Lumi and Ash, you'll get the same feeling, but you three are more sensitive at this point. Emrys, your 113 sense reality warp tells you that something is really wrong where you are. You feel like there's some kind of breaching of planes or something going on. Something very strange where you are is happening, and it's kind of all around you. now you can discuss. If you wish, you can now relay that to the people, or you can tell me what you're going to do.
Something is amiss, and here. Not quite in our plane. I cast light.
That
Luminous.
means absolutely bugger all to
Back of
me.
the wagon and use it as sort of cover to.
Okay, right.
I
Riv,
will reach out.
Something wicked.
right, I'll go through each of you in turn. I'll go through each of you in turn. So, Emrys, you're saying you're warning everybody, and you are activating your first level of light on your staff. I would have thought you had a campfire, but this light's going to be purer, easier to see, less flickery. Rhiv suddenly ducks for cover behind the edge of the wagon with his crossbow out, and he's starting to load it and put a bolt in there just in case. Traeth?
Taps Lumi on the arm and says, I'll be safe, I'm in the woods. Steps back into the tree line then and basically animates the vine.
Oh, right, okay. So Traeth disappears into the trees briefly.
While he does that, I'm going to just be like, okay, I'll see you later.
Yeah. So, Lumi, you had this situation whereby Emrys was warning you that something is breaching through. At that point, you can give me, if you have it, a sense reality warp. But because Traeth actually touches you on the shoulder and talks to you, that spooks you slightly when you're actually trying to do a sense reality warp. But if you have the skill, you don't. Okay, you don't have that. Okay, that's fine. Ash,
I stare around into the gloom, waiting for the light, and draw my sword.
Okay, you draw your sword out.
Now is not the time for doodling pictures.
Great sword?
I only have one sword.
Oh, yeah, okay, no worries. And Lumi, are you going defensive? Are you going to follow Traeth? What are you doing? What's your plan there?
I'm staying. I'm gonna pick a stance, and I'm gonna before Traeth disappears, I'm gonna kiss him.
Okay. Quickly grab him, give him a kiss, and then he buggers off into the trees.
Do a dragon stance.
Ash, are you going to quickly grab Traeth and give him a kiss as well before he goes to the tree? No, okay, because can.
I mean, it's either going to be Lumi or
he's on the other side of the fire.
I'm teasing.
Yeah, exactly.
Right.
And if we're going into stances, I'm going to go mid guard.
Okay, no worries. Sounds cool.
We're in Alfheim.
I knew somebody was
exactly. Somebody was going to do it. That's fine.
I just refrained. I thought, no.
Yeah.
It was close. I knew Dom would let me down though.
I knew one of you buggers was going to do it. I tell you.
Every single one of you.
You have to take it in turns, man.
Every single one of you. I want a percentage dice off you, please. This is a resistance roll check. You want to get high.
I
don't like that.
Elemental,
just
any elemental check on this?
Roll high. I know your racial bonuses. I want all of you to roll high.
Not just racial bonus.
Rolled an 18.
Not just racial.
I know. I want all of you to roll high, and then we'll come back to what's happened.
Ash rolled an 80.
45 from Rhiv.
Yep.
Don't forget, there's a dice roller on roll 20.
Mm-hmm.
Lumi 40. Emrys 50.
Jeez, really
waiting for
roll.
Dom. Yeah. Dom 53.
Crikey.
Okay. So you feel the presence of something very unnatural trying to seep into your very skins at this point. It doesn't need to be a power perception roll here. You can feel the power now in the air. Ash, you shrug yourself up and tense yourself up and resist the feeling of what's happening to you quite solidly. Lumi, to you this is a strange tingling sensation. You're not quite sure what it is. You're not even sure if this is pleasant or unpleasant. You've never felt a sensation like this, but you don't feel as though it's having much of an effect to you, but it is having an effect to you. Rhiv.
Is this familiar?
You feel as though your skin is like it's been left in the water too long. It's starting to prune up. You feel that something is wrong in your body, and your body screaming back against you that this isn't good. Whatever this is, it's not good for you. Emrys, I'm just checking everybody else's rolls here. So Dom next.
Mm-hmm.
No, Dom and Emrys, you both can feel a magical assault against your very beings. Something is trying to assail you in some way. You'd have to try and give me other rolls to decide more on that. What are you all doing?
Okay. So I was beginning to animate into Briarwolf.
Oh, a wolf. Nice.
Yeah, continue to do that. But what I'm actually going to do is draw on the power of the trees around me.
Yep.
And use it to try and protect everybody with the power of the nature of the forest to surround us, but as if we are part of the forest, to make us the forest.
Okay.
So I'm going to channel the power of the forest.
Okay, we'll come to that one in a moment. Emrys?
Can I focus? Is there an actual direction I can get
We can
rather than it's all around?
Power perception from you then. Yeah, so power perception from Emrys. Lumi?
I want to see if it's, feel if it's coming from somewhere.
Yep, same as Emrys. Can have a power perception from you. Ash and Rhiv?
How are the horses reacting?
Oh, thank you very much. The horses, which I would have thought you would have taken from the wagon and leave to graze a little bit by the side, but you would have, you would have pinned them to somewhere. They're pulling against whatever you've tied their reins to nearby.
Are they looking in any specific direction, Tony?
No, the horses' eyes are just wide open and they're spooked. Their ears are just, up, their eyes are open, and they're like giving it, you know. Okay, we have power perception from Lumi.
Ash, what's Ash doing?
Oh, sorry, Ash. Yeah, sorry. Can't hear you, Ash.
That's even funnier.
Push the button.
Can't hear you, Ash.
Now can you hear me?
Yes.
No, still can't hear you.
Okay, Ash, what are you doing?
Do I even know I've been assaulted?
Yes. Wherever it is, it's not nice.
In that case, stand firm. There is something foul afoot, and I stare into the darkness.
No worries. Okay. You're able to fight it off, but yeah, you just like, whatever this is just, grr.
Can I make a sense ambush roll?
It wouldn't be a sense ambush roll. The sense ambush roll was just to give you an early warning of it coming in. That's all it was for.
That's fair enough then. In that case, that's it. That's me done.
Okay, so in that case, then we will have the power perceptions off the people. Lumi did a 50, Emrys did a 38. You have no idea of the direction. However, you do feel a direct assault against you. Now, there is a skill that you could both use that is not usually used for this, but thinking on your feet, because this is a continual magical effect. This is not like somebody casts a spell at you and then there's a result and that's the end of it. Something or whatever clearly is concentrating at the other end of this, continually pushing this.
Maybe.
Well, you think that maybe that they have a power effect that requires some kind of complete focus to maintain, for it to have this consistent effect upon you that's lasting over a period of time. Both of you, if you wish, could use power projection of the realm of your choice, if you have that realm, to actually try and engage with that spell. Now, it's usually used in a wizard's duel between two willing wizards, but you could try and force energy into like a backflow into this charge if you could roll really high. I'm not saying you should do this, I'm just saying you could, because if you roll bad, especially if you roll lower than whatever's at the other end, you could end up taking a backblast of energy through this that could hurt, okay? But it is an option that you have at your disposal at the moment. Traeth, on your roll, you realize that this effect that's coming in as you try and analyze how to protect people is having no effect on you anyway.
Oh.
So you can feel it, but you think this is having no effect on me whatsoever. And because of that, you don't even know where to start and how to combat against it for everybody else.
So,
okay.
Can I use my intuition to try and figure out?
On your intuition roll, which I see you've rolled 106, I will allow you to make a power perception check and be basically a turn behind Emrys and Lumi to see if you can identify what's going on and how to combat it. Sadly, at the moment, Ash and Rhiv are just trying to hold their own. Rhiv, I need a new resistance check off you. Ash, after your last turn's resistance check.
Oh, Lord.
You don't have to make a new one this turn.
37.
Right, let me go through the rolls. So we have Lumi is actually engaging in a power projection counter assault, and she rolls a 95 on her counter assault using essence, I do believe. Lumi, is your realm?
I think so.
Yeah, so you basically use your power points. You have to tell me how many of your PowerPoint pool are you putting into this?
No. We should go for all of it. I don't know.
What I will warn you, I will tell you what happened. I will explain how power projection works. You basically got to put a bid in as to how much you're putting in. Yeah? And then I will roll to see whether or not I control that amount. Okay? If I do, and I'm higher than yours, you're going to get a backblast of your energy and an equal amount of my energy if I keep that ante up. Or I can opt to up the ante on my side. Emrys is going to do the same. So if you go in low, you stand longer chance of drawing this battle out, but it all depends how lucky you think you are compared to how powerful the other person is on the other end of this spell.
Sure, they're quite powerful.
If you think that you can do it and they're not going to outdo your counter attack, then you can go for a lot. But then if I outdo it, you're going to hurt. So I want to know how many power points off you.
1.
1. Okay, you put in 1.
No idea.
That's fine. We'll go down through the thing. Emrys, your power projection. You at the moment you can't start on that roll. That's too low. You can't start, Emrys. It doesn't matter how many, you've rolled too low. You can't even get going. As it is, though, what I will ask you is, what realm are you trying to project into?
Mentalism.
Mentalism.
Ooh.
This is a realm you've never tried to use.
Correct.
Okay. In that case, then,
Mental.
this turn you can do nothing. Next turn, we'll see whether or not you actually got any mentalism power points to use. We'll come back to that. In the meantime, we go into other people's rolls. Rhiv, you give me a resistance check of 37.
Rolling great tonight.
Your teeth are hurting. Your fingers are shriveling the skin. Your teeth are hurting. Something is really not right. And it's starting to hurt now. This is not just random nothingness. This is painful wherever it is. Not enough for me to put crits against you, but this is hurting wherever it is. Asher said you shrugged it off. So we had Traeth doing a power perception of 92. Excellent. You realize, basically what the others have realized, there is something at the other end of this concentrating. You don't know its location, but it's basically trying to do something to the area you're all in, and it's pushing power to do something. You think it's a magical ritual that's being performed by something. So the good thing about rituals is they're quite easy to disrupt. It's not like a spell that just goes boom and it happens.
And it takes a lot of time for it to happen as well.
Exactly. A ritual is something that's not easy to maintain, especially if it's against targets that are resisting. You could, in the following turn, try and do what the others are doing and force power back through at the target, wherever the target is, to screw this ritual up. You're basically trying to overload the ritual spell itself. So the person at the other end thinks he's got, say, a 5 power point ritual to handle, and suddenly it's growing beyond his capability to handle.
Okay.
But there's danger it can backlash.
Yeah. So I need to know from you.
Yep.
Over the course of the day that we've been traveling, you know what I've been doing with my power.
Yeah.
How many power points do I have remaining?
Oh, well, yeah, because I know what you're doing.
Because I've also got a +2 spell adder as well that I've been using as well. So that's at least 2 casts.
Yeah.
I wouldn't have paid for.
Because you have 2 nights to do what you're going to do, I would have thought sensibly, knowing yourself, you'll probably do half one day and half the next. Because why burn yourself out completely when you've got 2 days, to do what you're going to do? So I would say you're less than half because you've got the spell adders.
Okay.
Yeah. So I'd say take a third off your power point pool.
Okay. So it leaves me with 6.
Yeah.
So let's throw.
Well, no. Right. So it's a new round.
Yeah.
Okay. Lumi, I need to roll against you. You're the only person that round that succeeded on stat. Once you start your power projection, now you can't stop. Yeah. So you've engaged Lumi. There's no way out. If you take a way out, you take a bang. So I'm going to roll against you. I need to roll at least 75 to keep this going. Okay, I have rolled at least 75. I'm going to match Lumi's 1. So there's now 2 points of power in the pool. Okay, it's a new round. What we'll have, I need a resistance check from Ash, a resistance check from Rhiv. I now need a power projection from Lumi, Traeth, and Emrys. If you wish to engage, except for Lumi, that has no choice. She cannot back out.
So they're doubling down again. It's not a case of I've shrugged it off. I've now got to go again. Yes.
You have to give me another fresh resistance roll. You're giving yourself a bonus though. It's because this is a continuous ritual that's going to continue to do it until you basically died, or whatever the hell the effect is.
62 plus whatever you've given me as a bonus.
That's fine. So we've got Ash on 62. You are continuing to resist it. You are feeling though more of the effect of what Rhiv has been feeling. You can feel an intrusion of some kind of magic trying to get into your being itself. You are holding off though, but you do realize this is not good.
This is a magical assault.
Lumi, very nice. 114 power projection.
Yeah, wow.
How many power points are you putting in?
Another 1.
Another 1. We're up to 3.
I haven't even started.
Traeth.
With that roll, 34.
Oh yeah, 34. You realize what to do, but it's not something you've ever tried to do, and you don't even know quite how to add power to this ritual yet, so you're still thinking about it. But you are obviously going to use channeling power, yeah?
Yes.
Okay. And then we will go to Emrys's 112. Emrys. Okay, you two can also now begin by adding, funnily enough, you have mentalism power available to you.
Ooh. Hang on, I don't think he's a Rolemaster.
You're putting 2 points in. There's no 5 in.
Oh, somebody's frying tonight.
I have to roll twice.
Twice.
I have to roll 75 minimum twice.
Can I get out of the circle of the fire and start looking for whoever's starting this assault on us?
Yes, we'll come to that next round. Absolutely, okay. Of course you can. So, okay.
I say who or what.
The 3 of you, although Traeth is only just starting, but Lumi and Emrys seem to be locked in some kind of battle. There is literally energy in the air at this point. You can all of you can physically see some kind of arcing From Lumi, there is blue, chill, frost, literally clouding erupting into it, like some kind of mist of freezing air just lashing up into the sky and where else. Emrys is just in utter concentration, but you can feel the concentration where you are. There's kind of like a big pool of dense energy coming from him. And everything suddenly stops, as if time itself has stopped for about a second. And then you hear in the distance a very loud scream. And all the energy that was around of you, instantly gone.
I'm going for the scream.
Yes. Those who weren't involved, so that's Rhiv and Ash, you can give me a general perception. The rest of you that were actually trying to power project, you can't. You were focusing completely differently.
91.
60.
60.
On a 91, Ash, you would have said straight up somewhere, and the scream, as it comes out, wails off into the distance and flees to the south in the air.
Rhiv, south, and I make that direction.
No, in the air.
Oh, in the air.
Way up there. There's a scream up above you in the air that kind of flew off or fled off in the air to the south.
Do not scatter.
Is that, well, no, I take a few steps south and go, hang on, they were in the air, and I point up.
Whatever that was, it just stole a year of life off Rhiv.
Nice.
Oh, damn.
Does he need a shave?
Your character's now a year older.
Does he need a shave?
No, it didn't make his hair grow. It really kind of sucked the life out of his skin. His skin
took
really,
the essence out of him.
Yeah, it feels like it really needs a good cleansing and a moisturizing. His skin is cracked slightly, and his teeth are hurting from kind of some shriveling of the gum. You'll be okay. He just needs
a bit of time.
He needs a bit of time. He's just had a life sucked out of him.
TLC.
A year sucked out of him. You are now officially a year older, as in looks, obviously not as in your birth age, but as in your character's physical longevity. You will live 1 year less.
Sucks to be you.
Okay.
Shut up, wood boy.
We will press on because I'm aware of the episode, and I would like to get you to the edge of Baletown, if you do not mind, unless there's anything particular you want to do. I know there's one thing that Traeth wants to do.
Yeah.
But we'll do that.
That's doable on tonight, tomorrow. Yep. Yeah. The morning of the day we're due to arrive in Baletown, so I can do it.
Emrys.
We got David Bowie with us as well, by the looks of it.
Yeah, so let me just check what people want to do on the way. Because what just attacked you is not going to attack you for some time. What you just did to it with 5 points of power back through it, that's the equivalent of an E-stress crit. It's not going to be a happy bunny, okay? That's going to not do that ritual again for a little while against you lot. You're clearly more than it was bargaining for. Whatever it was. So,
do I know of anything monster lore that...
We'll come to that in a moment.
Okay.
So Emrys, you're waving your orb around. Are you intending to play with your orb during the night?
I would like to.
Okay.
During the night.
I would smoke a pipe and maybe a little tune.
Traeth, are you going to wait until the following night to do what I know you're going to do?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Any of the rest of you doing anything this night besides worrying what the hell just happened?
Keep watch as best I can until I have to sleep.
The horses will slowly start to calm down, but they would have aged too.
Yeah. How much have the horses aged? That's the question.
The length of time before you broke it, it would have probably been around about maybe 6 months or so. It wasn't really aimed at them. So they would have aged, but not enough to make an issue.
More as a magical fallout, really.
Yeah, it wasn't really focused at them.
They got the backlash.
We need to obviously talk about this. Wow.
Right, Emrys, give me an attunement roll.
We shall talk about it in the morning.
Okay. You look at the orb. You try your best to feel the orb, the power within. Try and get a sense of what it does. But then you also kind of get a feeling that something is doing the same back. And you stop. You cut off. You go, whoa, whoa, whoa. Whoa, 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 whoa. There was another sentience there. Whether it was the orb itself that's sentience, or whether or not it's something using the orb from wherever it is. You
to
don't
look at
know.
what the orb is. And
Your
what's
attunement,
got the orb.
yeah, your attunement, you decided at the point where you realized there's another sentience there that was kind of feeling back towards you. You thought, this is a good time just to.
I'll put it back in the dark leather bag.
Okay. You think you want to be somewhere
Close
probably
the lid.
in a controlled environment to do that, whereby somebody maybe is watching over you, not sat around a campfire. And we will move to the following morning. Nothing else is going to happen. Whatever that was last night, it scared the hell out of all the local wildlife. The birds are quiet even still in the morning. There's really not much going on.
Fairly good point. If have a little look around the area and see if there's life drained animals.
Mm.
And like have a monster lure off Emrys, by the way.
Yeah. Like small things like voles, shrews, badgers, the local wildlife that would have been in the area that could have been hit by it, that 6 months is a lifetime.
Yes. So in the direct vicinity around your campfire, you would probably spot dead flies, the small little insects that are dead. But past that point, wherever it was in the area would have just, you think it's just fled.
77.
Okay,
bit too out of scope for me, I think, on that.
You need more time to think and maybe get a book if you've got something, but not something you could just do right there and then. Maybe
I will have a
day.
rummage.
Okay.
I will have a rummage.
So
we've got a day's travel today and then a half day's travel on the last day. So
we
get to about there after another day's travel.
Correct.
Is that right?
So during this next day, Emrys can read his book. If he has a book, he can have another monster lore. If you have a book or monster lore, we can have another 3 rolls of herbs from Traeth.
Do it after the session, so we just jump to the.
Okay, that's fine. Yeah, if we get anything cool, we can
We'll post
roll.
it up, yeah.
Ash is saying stuff, but he's muted, so I don't know what he's saying.
I said I will do the foraging thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
With your skills and what you did the day before, because you're in the same terrain, the same part of the world, the kinds of plants you're looking for are probably going to be roughly the same because there's no difference in the terrain.
Wow.
So,
holy crap.
But he does bring back something.
Hello, Dolly.
Okay, on 172, if you wish, you can bring back a deer.
I have found something. It has horns. Thump.
On 172, you bring
But
back.
Why have you cut one of its legs off?
A deer for lunch.
How do you think I stopped it? I don't have a
He had
bow.
a snack on your back.
That's impressive. That is impressive. On 172.
Hunting with a two-handed sword.
However you did it, I don't want to know. But on 172, you managed to jump a deer somehow, and you brought it home. You probably just picked up a rock and threw it, and just caught it perfectly in the side.
It's got to be. It's got to be. He's got to add that two-hander over the top of his head and just gone.
Yeah, threw it.
And speared the bugger. Stuck it into a tree.
But it's surprising. It's a surprise. It's a weapon of surprise.
It was bloody surprised. The deer still got a look on his face. Was what the? Is he really going to
The deer looked up and you went, two-handed sword? Yeah, I've got about a good 30, 40 feet that I can move away from him if he gets... Holy shit, a sword!
I have sword. I hunt.
Cool. Rhiv, you feel better over the next day's travel, but you do feel
the
like...
entire time.
You think that's the worst hangover you've ever had. That is not funny. You do feel drained for the next day. Really, really poorly drained for the next day. You get to the next night's camp.
Yep.
It is a chance for somebody to roll another weather check. It was windy all this day. I need a weather check for this night.
Go on, D100 Emrys, do it.
I'd loaded something else up then.
I was going to say, we're all like anticipation seeing it. It's like, it's a... Okay, Lumi beat you to it. It's a 13. A 13 is it's raining. It starts raining tonight. Do you have tents?
Yes.
Well,
I do.
Yes.
Do you have enough tents for all of you?
Rhiv is sleeping under the wagon.
Yeah.
Anybody
We're
can
all
share with
sleeping
me.
under the wagon if it's raining.
This will be the
Raining?
second night that
Really? Raining?
Lumi's tent has been up.
I know.
Are you-
Traeth doesn't need a tent. But the rest of you,
Thin
if
walls.
you do not sleep under some kind of cover, and underneath a wagon is not really good enough for the cold and chill that you're going to get, you will be at minuses the following day. Do you have enough tents for 4 people?
Yeah, someone can share my tent, and I don't feel the cold, so
This is true.
Well,
You
if
don't need to be
we
in a tent.
give Rhiv, Emrys your tent, I'll go and create us a shelter off to one side.
yeah, we'll make a little shelter. Cute.
What about
Neither of us
Ash?
particularly worries about sleeping outside.
Ash
Ash
is a
has
tent.
got his own tent.
Do you have a tent, Ash? Oh, right,
Yeah.
that's fine. That's fine.
Hang on. What do you mean it's going to rain? Are you sure? I'm just looking around. It seems rather clear tonight.
Plop, 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 drip, 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 drip. Oh, yeah, that's going to rain.
The
So
eternal
what
Boy
is
Scouts
the
have
weather
a tent.
watching then? What is the role then?
Weather watching
Fill us in.
it allows you to know what tomorrow is going to be.
Because I just rolled 123
Yes, so
and 13. So, I'm a little
No.
confused.
Different
The
thing.
higher the skill?
No. There's no skill roll on weather. You don't have an effect on weather. So
No. It's just whether it's an accurate reading or not is what I thought.
No. So one of them was what the weather is now. Yeah. Well, so
So
yesterday.
the day was windy and it then
Yes.
started to
Correct,
rain
You
as
knew,
nightfall.
correct. You knew it was going to be windy. So yesterday was windy. Yeah, or during the day was windy.
The D100.
This is getting
Yes,
to the
the
night.
roll.
Yeah. So
Okay.
getting to the night is it's going to turn to rain.
I
But,
thought-
you- but, you-
I thought-
but on
I
your
thought-
weather watch, if you could on your weather watch, that allows you now to roll a D100 for tomorrow ahead of tomorrow. So if somebody wants to give me a D100 roll now for tomorrow, you
I'll
get to
do
know
it.
what it
Emrys
is.
Emrys should.
No, don't worry. Anybody can do
It's an
it.
86.
Yes.
It's 86.
There
So
we go. Good on
you know
what it
tomorrow,
is.
Emrys, that this rain is just going to last for tonight, for a few hours tonight, and then it's going to go back to windy. So when you get up in the morning, it's just going to be windy, but it'll be dry. So this rain is just going to last for tonight. Okay.
Get a tarp against the car.
And it's not heavy rain. It's just rain. Okay.
I like rain.
Yeah.
I am sleeping on my lonesome.
That's fine. You're in a tent, Riv's in a tent, Emrys is in a tent, no minuses. Traeth and Lumi will not suffer minuses being outside in the rain. Okay, that's fine.
Yeah, there's a moment, Traeth does show off a bit by asking the trees nearby to bring their branches in just to cover us, just to show off in front of Lumi.
They do that, exactly. You talk to the trees in a very strange tongue.
That's
and
why they put me away.
And some of the branches
sing the
just
same
kind
song.
of like form a little bit of their leaves shelter slightly.
The wings as well.
Oh, and with Lumi's wings as well. You're pretty cozy, actually.
I'm going to puke.
Yeah. Okay. So the night
Too late.
passes. The night passes with no issue.
Does
We've
it work this time?
Night passes with no issue.
I feel that we have deer porridge for breakfast.
You have
Deer
some more
porridge.
deer.
Deer pan-fried deer steaks and garlic mushrooms.
So
Well, you can
basically,
find some wild garlic, yes.
right, you
Off
have
you go and look, Emrys.
you basically have enough deer. You got two meals, but there's gonna be far too much deer for that, and you've got no way of keeping or curing it. So unless when you get into town, you find somebody that can look after it, what meat you've got, the rest you'll have will go
We'll
off.
give it to
yeah?
the barman.
Exactly.
Yeah, you can make a good dinner of it.
So
Exactly.
More attunement during the night, Tom, by the way?
you want to do it again in the wild? Okay. And I know there's something else going to happen before we leave, but I'm just putting up a map ready. So, Emrys, give me a second attunement roll. Just the orb still? Yeah.
I'd like to point out my tent is on the other side of the continent.
That's fine. And Traeth, you lose another like half of your power points, yeah?
Fine.
Do what you're going to do during the day. And we'll come to that.
And I'll finish it off through the night then.
Okay.
In between.
All through the night.
Oh, okay. And 98 attunement.
He had a 93 before, didn't he? So
yeah,
so that's a bonus.
Yeah, they're both basically getting. They're not dangerous. None of them are failures. They're not a great success. He's not going in and knowing what's going on, but he's getting more of an inkling of what's going on.
Trying to get out what its purpose is.
Yeah.
Is it a scrying device, perchance?
I know. So this attempt on the 98, you yet again reach into it to try and work out its mechanics. You feel again some kind of presence. You hold out slightly longer, thinking, I need to just discover a little bit more about the function of this. And the best you can do before you have to give up, really, because it's only a 98, it's not successful enough. The best you can do on the time you have without feeling like you're just losing the grasp on the situation is the presence is definitely inside the orb. So either the orb is sentient or there's something sentient in it. At that point, you kind of lose control of your attunement and you kind of phase out a bit and you think, damn, I still don't quite know what it's doing, what its function is. But it wasn't a distant presence.
So it's actually something within the orb or the orb.
The orb, correct. It's localized.
Was it malevolent or was it just there?
Give me an empathy roll. Straight up empathy roll. 300 plus add your empathy.
Everybody stares silently at the screen.
I also noticed the fact, Emrys, in the past you rolled a monster lore to try and see if you knew what that thing was. You have no idea. Not the foggiest. On that roll on 77. Tell you what though, do you have Demon Devil lore? If you do, give me another roll.
I do.
Give me another roll. On your current roll you just did there for
what have I done there? Have I done?
You rolled the D100.
Empathy, yeah?
Plus 20, yeah.
Yeah.
So I rolled 12.
On that,
32.
Yeah, on that empathy roll of 32, you didn't wait. You didn't hang around to try and get enough feeling with the presence. You were more trying to work out what the orb did, and then you lost control once this presence came back. So if you have a Demon Devil lore, you can give me another roll, and then we will go to Traeth. A 64 on a Demon Devil lore.
Arse biscuits.
Type 4 demon.
No, the only thing you're going to get on 64 on a Demon Devil lore is you have no idea whether or not that was a person, a creature, or a demon devil. It literally could have been any of the above. Literally. So that's your knowledge on that. You don't know.
But it was flying.
It was definitely in the air. You don't think dragon. Nobody fed dragon fear. Dragons have a completely different feel. Lumi's
if only somebody had dragon lore.
Yeah, Lumi's got dragon lore.
Dragon lore.
Yeah, it would have been a shame that.
If that was a dragon, she would have probably had a good idea. Emrys might have dragon lore as well. I don't know, but yeah, you think that was something strange. Dragon lore, yes. So for those at home, keep wondering why I say dragon lore is on Lumi's character sheet. It's spelled wrong. Okay, so Traeth.
Or is it?
Dum dum dum.
Okay, so on the morning of the day that we're due to arrive in Baletown, Traeth, whilst wandering along or foraging, will just pull Lumi off to one side and present her with a small wooden choker talk with a gemstone set in the center of it. It's polished to look like silver, but then as he goes to pass it to her, he'll just fumble it and drop it on the floor. Oh, I'm so sorry. I'm so. Are you going to pick it up?
Okay.
Okay. As you bend over to pick it up,
there's a face of trust.
Wow.
yeah, there's no
What's
trust
this bloody
there.
lunatic up to this time?
Okay.
As you go over to
No.
pick it up, there's 3 items on the floor, not 1.
Ooh.
It's a the torque, but there's also a pair of beautiful polished wood knuckle dusters.
Yes.
Sylvan wood, grown knuckle dusters.
Ever.
Very handy. Very handy. Now you're talking. That'll. Well, I won't even say what
the weight,
I
the
won't
weight
say
of
what
woman's
I'll
heart
get you.
is through her knuckles.
Yeah.
Oh.
They are for stats wise, they're plus 10 offensive bonus for punching.
Yeah, I was actually gonna leave that until she tries to use them, so we'll cut that piece out.
She's pretty
Because
offensive. now.
I'm gonna actually do something cool. What we'll do, I'll go do it now. So I'll cut back in. Okay, so Lumi, you
There you
putting on these knuckle
Yeah.
dusters? Okay. As you clench your fist, the sylvan wood itself kind of morphs slightly and spikes up slightly, which is going to give you a plus 10 bonus on your strikes. But then when you relax your wrist, the wood calms and settles back into place. They are almost living in their form.
So cool.
Where's my gift?
For having sex with Traeth.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, try is the operative word there, because nobody actually succeeded yet. Right, okay. One last thing I'm going to leave you with on the little hanger for the session is you head towards Baletown. As you head towards Baletown, you'll see on the map there, the main way in is here, yeah, heading into town. And off to the side over here is usually like the slum sort of area whereby people put up tents, etc. As you head into town, coming across the kind of rough scrub ground there, from that slummy area, is a figure all covered in a cloak that seems to be motioning to you.
This seems suspicious.
Strange guys in cloaks.
Everything about this town is suspicious.
Well, he's alone. Let us
I
move
was
quickly
gonna say-
in his direction and not cause any distraction at this time. Let's
Okay,
see
I
what
shall
he
not
was.
kill him.
Before we would have got to Baletown, I would have liked to disguise myself in some way,
Yep, that's fine.
just to make it.
Hood, cloak, effective from your wings and stuff.
Hooked
Yeah,
up.
maybe some makeup to not make me look so blue. Make me look more human.
Yeah, your best bet usually is some kind of like travel slash across your face. It's not that rare, just to
Yeah.
try and like keep the flies and bugs and things off you, and it'll disguise you enough.
A little bit of mud.
Yeah,
I'm unable to disguise the 6'8"
no,
black-clad armor
Exactly.
individual that I am.
Can you turn it into a loincloth or something?
So, are you heading over to this cloaked figure?
I'd like
Yeah.
to see that though.
With the hand on my warhammer, yes. And I've converted everything into shield mode because
Okay.
waving around a two-handed
Yeah.
sword is not a good idea.
As you head over towards the person that's in front of you, the cloak, you can see to your left, towards where the marketplace is, the usual kind of guards, or the not supposed guards, but the gang members that will be waiting to maybe question and do a deal with any merchants coming into the town.
Ready for their cut, you mean?
But you could pull over to one side, as long as you don't take the wagon completely out of view. They're not going to think anything more than maybe you're having a pee. Not being funny, but just
Yeah.
taking a quick 2 minutes. And if you're stashing something, well, they'll discuss that with you when you probably close in on them. However, before that happens, the cloaked figure that's in front of you approaches you. The person has got a covering across their face. They pull it down. It is Delphine, and she says, "Thank God you're here."
I told you she wasn't in our village.
And we will
God.
end that now. Thank you very much, everybody, for watching another episode of Rollquests.
Don't forget to do all the YouTube things at the bottom.
If you want to know what the hell's going on next, you better press the bell.
Ding dong.
You get to know.
Notify, subscribe, tell your friends if you really if you really want to, and don't forget the bell is the important thing if you actually want to find out
what happens next. Okay, thank you very much, everybody. Thank you very much, all of our wonderful players, and that's brilliant to Lumi, Ash, Rhiv, Traeth, Emrys. Ha ha ha. Sorry, Rhiv, you lost a year of your life. And what can I say? And thank you very much to the audience for watching another episode, and I will see you all next time.
Bye.
Bye-bye.